Hello friend, welcome to my channel Anuj Utpal. In this Photoshop tutorial, I'm going to show you today 3D manipulation in Photoshop. Let's learn it how. So first of all, you need to do friend for this 3D manipulation. You need to download the image like the horse and that download the smartphone. I have downloaded separately, and I have the two that image required for this to be manipulate this image make to this type of effect. So you come to this. Here is a website called unsplash.com. Here you can see the website name unsplash.com. Here you can search and find the portrait like you can search on mobile. um, Here you can search mobile, you can find it easily. Here you can choose on as your convenience. So I'm going to also search here also horse, HORSE. Okay, here you can get the image. So let's go to our Photoshop. So here you can see that I separately downloaded the horse image and also is a smartphone. I'm going to delete everything beneath of it. So I'm going to show you again. I'm going to show you. I'm going to delete everyone that I worked. Just a second. Why is not deleting? Selecting through the shift key, holding the shift key, delete. Now you can see that the separately document. This is iPhone. Here is a horse image. So we're going to do is going to be cut out our background from the image. So I using for this pen tool. Okay, after selecting the item, that selecting the image, thereafter you need to cut out the background of this horse. So I have already worked on this like this way you can manage to any of the selection tool you can use to cut out. So after cut outing this image, now you get a image like this. Okay, you get an image like this, like is a horse without background. So we're going to copy this. Control C for copy. Here is also you can find to copy. Here is you can find copy option, copy marks. You can also control C for copy also you can do. Here you come to the smartphone. Here you can do, we're going to move the smartphone a bit uh, like this way. I'm going to show you how, like control T for transformation, and here right click on it. Here you can find the rotate 90 clockwise. You can see that which one is the perfect ideal. I don't know, I actually find it like save, like I find um, Control T. After Control T, here I can put flip horizontal. I get the perfect direction for this smartphone. Now I'm going to do what, I make a copy of this so that I can manage to work on later. So it doesn't matter why I'm copying this, because I want to save a documents for future if you need to do any work. So we're going to do select pen tool. We make a selection of the edges of this smartphone, like the screen edges, screen that I can see the display of it. Here you're going to mark the display. Be careful with that the selection. Here you go. Make a selection a bit. To you can zoom in to see that selection going good or not. We can adjust it later, no problem at all. Now we're going to do control enter for selection. You now make a selection of it, and now go to this layer. We already have copied this layer with the back without the background. Okay, control C for copy. Here you can also find it copy mask. It also work the same. Now we're going to do, we make a create a new layer above this, and control B for paste. Okay, oh shit. On things that I forgot to tell you, that I have a ground. You know that is a ground, grass ground. We need to be download also from Google. Sorry, GRASS grass ground. Also, we can find it through here. We make a copy of any of this. Also you can find it the unsplash grass ground, grass grass, ground, or make it download here. Okay, which one is the perfect you think? Make a copy of this. I think here you can find any of the ground. Also you can google it. For this you can find many of the grass ground. Here is the image you can find. Here we go. So I can already download my Photoshop. So let's see where I'm downloaded the image. Let's see. Okay, I have. I think that I have. Let me see. That is it inside this. In putting this Photoshop. Okay, here you can see there's a grass ground I have. I mean downloaded already. Here you can go and you choose for the rectangle tool here and crop it here, crop it and copy this one. Control C for copy. Also you can find it copy. And now come to this the our smartphone device. Here we're going to do control V for paste. We're not going to do paste like this ordinary way. We're going to paste holding the shift control shift holding the shift control alt and V. We get a uh, copy of this with the masking. You can see that with masking that we get a copy of this. So if you're going to do any ordinary controller B through the pasting, we're going to get a normal layer. Now we're going to get a with mask layer with the holding shift control and alt. Now going to transform this. Control T for transformation. Here you can find right click on it and perspective. Adjust like the way holding the shift key, holding the holding sorry. Go to here is a ski. Choose for ski now. Choose for ski. Try many of the options you can find. Okay. Here I going to do scale. Not scale is not working. Discord. You choose for the Discord. I find Discord is helpful. Okay. We can manage to make it this way. Okay, try to fit. Try to look natural. So it's look like natural. Try to do a natural look. Make a natural look. Okay, we're happy with the result. So then click on OK. Has a tick mark. Okay. Okay, now it's done. And next thing we're going to do, we copy the horse object that I already copied. You can see that the object here. We're going to copy here. So Control C for copy. Now we're going to do paste it here, over here. Control V for paste. Oh, sorry, it's not copied. Edit. Go to edit. Copy mask. And now come to this layer. And now it's paste. Control V for paste. Now try to adjust the horse. Control T for transform. Holding the alt key transform that it's looks like natural. Fit it this way. I think this is perfect. Okay, we're going to do we're going to hold come down to this beneath of the layer, top layer. Control T for transformation. I found here is a bit of problem, like here is a bit problem. Because I found that here is a problem, like is the ground is not the look like not natural. So now we're going to do with some add some we're going to add some light on it. So here is the option adjuster menu, click on adjuster menu. Here you call label. Here you can manage some label, you can brighten the area, some of the area, and you can make a clipping mask of it, so only affected the background of this grass ground. And now come to the top layer. Here you can find also the uh, levels. You can try to manage it through manage the label here through making the clipping mask. So what is the effect you can only see on the horse. Now we're going to add a shadow in the beneath of this layer, so it look like natural. So come down to the horse layer and make a copy beneath of it. Here you go, and make select for B tool for brush and select black color for it, and you choose for the brush for the soft round edges brush, and make a follow a bit low, somewhere 60 or 65. I make it a bit bigger brush size and make a and Control T and transforming the size of it. Holding the shift key manage the light. Okay, so it's look like natural. Okay, we make a copy of this layer also. Control J for duplicate copy of this. Control T for transformation. Clicking to your mouse, you can make it manage to move around. You can make both of this group. Control G for group. You can make opacity, so reduce the opacity here. I'm reducing the opacity here. Okay, here we go. Now we can do many more things, like you can come down to the top right layer button. Here you can double click on it. Here you can find no, here you not find. I mean top right above is this. You make a one more adjustment. Here you call curves. You can have a make a hand tool here and make a clipping mask. So you can manage to here through, so it look like natural. So you can also make one more things to do. You can make a copy of that over. You can also use gradient map, gradient, so it look like also more natural. I'm going to effect some color. I want some that color. Where is the color is gone? Orange. I like to add this color, and I'm going to change the opacity of it. I make it soft light. I make it this soft light and going to reduce the opacity of this layer. I make it clipping mask. I make it clipping mask. So no, I'm not going to clipping mask. I reduce the opacity, so entire layer will be affected for this. Okay, you can also adjust work. You can make it even more better, or also you can. I just want to see that how much it's longer the video. You can see if you zoom in the your image, you can see that here is the entire body is not selected so much oil. So this case you might come to this mask layer button. Here you can select the pen tool. You can make a copy also. Here you go. Okay, you can make this type of work. Selection of this, click. Okay, come to this layer, control enter, then B for brush tool and paint over it like the when the mask is black. I hope that you already know the concept of the mask. When the mask is I mean that layer is what is the black part is going to be hide, like you understand like this way, like this is a our total background, this background is completely hide with this layer mask. If you fill in the black mask, so completely it will be hide, you know hide through the black mask. If you add white inside in this, if you paint over the white brush, so it's going to be revealed. You can see that the hair is a white part in only can be shown in this picture. So outside of this is not showing. It's already on the desk. Like you can, if you do any changes, like if you black fill in black this, if you fill in the black in this layer, is going to be removed. Okay, so now it's look like a 3D portrait. And you also make a one more adjustment, like you come to this the bottom layer. Here is this layer, and you can manage to blur up the entire area, so it's look more natural. Here you can drawing the pen tool this way. Okay, okay, control enter, and inverse it, control shift I, control shift I, it's inverse. Also you can find it here, inverse. Now we're going to do, come to the filter menu. Here you can find blur, Gaussian blur. You make it more blurrish, so it's going to be blur. Blur. Now you can see. Okay, you can more, even more do more. Like I make it more blur. You can manage to, if you make a smart object, you can adjust it later. So I think the concept is you understand. So that's the major thing. You make a on more adjustment over here. I can see that the overall the image is light a bit low. I not finding the right light. I mean that's I'm going to be add some light here, total image. So going to be adjuster menu. Here is a label. You make it to see that here is a white part is completely zero. This slider. Come to this, make it even. Here is the stop it here, that the here is a white part is started. Now it's look all right. You make a copy of this, shift control alt and E with the pressing to get a copy of this. This way, this is the process I following. I made the thumbnail of this video. I hope guys you understand my concept of this video, that 3D manipulation is so much easy. If you like this video, please make sure to subscribe my channel and hit the like button. I did like to hear from you, and also if you any question and any suggestion, please make comment and inside the comment box, and I will see you soon. And till then, keep creating, keep learning. Thank you for watching this video guys. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you guys.